Hello friends, today you are going to learn Six Sigma white belt skills through this presentation. In this course, you will learn all possible methodologies to improve business performance. What is Six Sigma? What is total quality management, that is TQM? What is lean? What is lean and Six Sigma combined? Lean Six Sigma. In next slide, you find this chart. In this chart, the business performance improvement methodologies. There are various methods you can improve the performance of your business. These are Six Sigma, that is standard 6 times standard deviation. Under Six Sigma, there are 3 methodologies or steps, various steps to achieve the goal: DMAIC, DMADV, DFSS. I'll let you know what is the long form and meaning of this in later slides. The second most important, which is followed in Japanese companies, is total quality management. The companies like Toyota, Maruti, Suzuki, they follow this methodology. Under TQM, total quality management, there are quality circles, various small group of people in particular area to improve the processes and products in that particular area. It is called as quality circles. Under quality circle, there are 5S teams. 5S is workplace management. So under TQM, you will find another is lean. Lean means making operations slim, error free and defect free, waste free, that is lean. TPM is total productive maintenance. If you purchase a machine, it should be maintained in such a way that it is available 24/7 without any fault. So maintenance is important in total productive maintenance. The machine must be productive to give all time productivity. And third methodology is ISO or National Standard Certification. It could be any certification. For example, in hospitals, you may have Joint Commission International, JCI certification, NABS certification, or your country's national certification for healthcare. Similarly, in companies, when and for what you need these 3 methodologies. So this chart is shown again. ISO International Standard and Certification. ISO National Standard Certification. As soon as you establish a new company, you need to define processes for all your departments and documents. You need to document role and responsibilities of each individual working for your organization. This documentation is called Quality Management System, QMS. This QMS then is ready for getting certified by ISO and other such national standards to buy in customer confidence in your products. Once you develop a QMS, you need to make it functional by filling all the formats, working as per definitions or processes defined in QMS, and generate records. So once records are generated, then auditing agencies, you can call them and get your organization certified. Next is when you need a Six Sigma or TQM or hybrid Six Sigma, that is Six Sigma plus TQM model. Once your organization is stable and earns decent profit, then it's time to improve profitability further by improving customer satisfaction through high quality products and services, getting new customers to improve overall turnover and reduce the bottom line, that is operational cost like electricity bills, utility bills, and maybe fixed costs, building rent, store rent, or maybe employee cost. These are the fixed costs which you incur every month. Those are bottom line costs you can reduce by implementing Six Sigma or Lean. This is the time for implementing either of three above. What is Lean Six Sigma? There are two different things. One is Lean and other is Six Sigma. Lean Six Sigma is a rigorous and disciplined methodology that uses data and statistical analysis to measure and improve a company's operational performance by achieving speed and accuracy. Speed is necessary to remain competitive in market, which is achieved by using lean techniques. Means if you want to launch a new fresh product, you must be very much ahead of your competition. And speed is the reach in various markets, penetration in the markets. As you reach with high speed with new products, you are the winner. Accuracy is necessary to retain and improve customer satisfaction, which is achieved by using Six Sigma. So, the speed and accuracy is required to make your business success. So, speed could be achieved using lean techniques, and accuracy could be achieved using Six Sigma. So, speed and accuracy, Lean Six Sigma. What is Six Sigma? Six Sigma is rigorous and disciplined methodology that uses data and statistical analysis to measure and improve a company's operational performance. What is operational performance? That is the basically balance sheet. In balance sheet, you generally find out the total revenue of company, then quality parameters, and third, bottom line expenses. So these three things define your company's balance sheet, operational performance. The revenue or turnover, first one, must be very high. Number two, quality must be very high. And third one, operational cost should be as low as possible. Commonly defined as 3.4 defects per million opportunities, or in India you can say 3.4 defects per 10 lakh opportunities to make a defect. Six Sigma can be defined and understood at three distinct levels: metric level, methodology, and philosophy. The goal of Six Sigma is to increase profits by eliminating variability, defects, and waste that undermine customer loyalty. In other words, Six Sigma is methodology or strategy to improve business process and products, leading to improved customer satisfaction and shareholder value. Six Sigma can be understood or perceived at three levels: metric level, 3.4 defects per million opportunities. DPMO, defect per million opportunities, allows you to take complexity of products and processes into account. The rule of thumb is to consider at least 3 opportunities for a physical part component: 1 for form, 1 for fit, 1 for function. And in absence of better considerations, so any product you consider or choose from market will be different in form. If you need a square form or a rectangular form, it must be perfectly rectangular. Other a fit, it should fit to your requirements. Fit means it could be your soap should fit into your soap case. Your computer or laptop bag purchased must fit perfectly to your laptop, so you should be able to carry it. So fit is another function, and uh, third one is function. Functioning means it should function the desired way as you expected from that product. So basically 3 defects you can count on. There are 3 opportunities to make a defect. You may find a defect in the form, a fit, or maybe function. So any one defect made in this will get your product rejected. Also, you want to be a Six Sigma in critical to quality characteristics and not the whole unit or characteristics. It's a methodology. Six Sigma has a methodology: define, measure, analyze, improve and control, DMAIC. Design for Six Sigma DFSS, structured problem solving, roadmap and tools. As a philosophy, you can say reduce variation in your business and take customer focused, data driven decisions. As a philosophy or as a culture of your company, everyone must strive to focus on customer needs and should speak based on data, not that this has happened because of that, that has happened because of that. There must be evidence or data. If you say our sales has increased, there must be a data against competition, against previous year's market share. So there must be some data to speak on. So as a philosophy, you can say Six Sigma as a metric or statistical measure. If you haven't heard about term sigma before, then don't worry. The lowercase letter sigma you learn in statistics stands for standard deviation. Standard deviation in a statistical way to describe how much variation exists in set of data. Also, don't get confused about set of data. Set of data means if you measure, you buy, let us say you buy a 10 number of elbows and you want to fit it on your this sanitary pipeline. Those if you measure the dimension, outer diameter or inner diameter is very important because it must be fit on the pipe. So if you measure this 10 bought out items, if you measure this 10 bought out items, the internal diameters, you will find variations. You just jot down the readings of the internal diameters. This 10 readings is called a set of data. If you are working in a screw manufacturing company, let us say the customer specification for screw length is 10 plus minus 1 mm. You will never get screws produced at central dimension, that is 10 millimeters always. Certainly there will be a variation in process and during the manufacturing. The readings taken for various samples in continuous production will give you data like 10.05, 9.95, 10, 9.90, 9.95, 10.1, 10.05, etc. This is a set of data or readings taken on sample basis at various intervals, say half an hour in shifts. Similarly, in a hospital, patients served in emergency department may have different timings. Patients served by doctor within 30 seconds, 31, 35, 45, 60, 120, 125 seconds. So you need to stabilize the patient within 3 minutes. That is the standard once the patient is received in emergency department. Another example from hotel industry could be Another example from hotel industry could be serving a tea to the guest. The standard time set may be plus minus 5 plus minus 1 minute, but butler waiter will never be able to serve or service the customer exactly at 5 minutes. Then the data taken may give readings like 5 minutes, 5 minutes 50 seconds, 5 minutes 30 seconds, 4 minutes 50 seconds, 4 minutes 30, seconds, 5 minutes, 55 seconds, 6 minutes, 30 seconds, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 45 seconds, etc. Statistically, it is proved that any process varies in both positive and negative directions from its mean or center reading, and the data is distributed in the form of normal distribution. I'll let you know what is normal distribution next slides. If you take approximate 1 million, that is 10 lakh readings of processes and plot as frequency on x-axis and readings of the time or whatever maybe you measure on y-axis, you will get a normal distributed or normal distribution curve. This is the normal distribution curve. You plot the readings here and frequency on this, how much times you got it. If you plot all data with frequency of occurrence on y-axis, that you got customer served 5 seconds, 5 minutes 5 seconds 4 times in a month. So you just plot frequency as a 4 and reading as a 5 minutes 50 seconds. So if the customer got served in 6 minutes 10 times, you just plot frequency 10 and the specification is 6 minutes here. Like this you plot, you get a normal distribution curve. If you plot all data with frequency of accuracy on y-axis and actual reading on x-axis, you will get bell-shaped curve. This is called normal distribution curve or bell-shaped curve. Data is divided in terms of multiplying factors of standard deviation, which we will learn in yellow belt level. So this you can see if it is lower specification limit, upper specification limit. As I said, you need to serve customer within 5 minutes. 5 minutes is a mean, basically 5 minutes plus minus 1 minute is deviation. So you should exactly serve customer in 5 minutes. This is the mean, 5 minutes, and plus minus 1 means 1 minute means 5 minutes minus 1 minute, lower specification limit 4. So you should not serve the customer before 4 minutes, it is too early, and you should not serve customer after 6 minutes, so it will be considered as a defect. So within 4 minutes to 6 minutes you have to serve the customer. So your variation is within 1/3 of this entire length, then it is called as your process is a very good. And if it is 3 standard deviations apart variation, then it's not desirable. So whatever is early serving or later serving, late serving is called as defects. Six Sigma as a methodology, this is a second method to understand Six Sigma. Instead of unorganized problem solving, Six Sigma is 5 stages of problem solving. The stages are define, measure, analyze, improve, control. DMIC is used for problem solving in current product, processes or services, but for new product, service design or any service design, DFS, design for Six Sigma is used so that defects are eliminated at early stage, design stage itself. Design for Six Sigma is widely used in research and development. Design centers or when current product or process is not feasible to improve using the same design. If you want to change the design or complete change of the processes or new process, you must go for design for Six Sigma. Six Sigma as a philosophy, that is third way to understand Six Sigma. In a Six Sigma methodology, all the decisions are taken based on data and not on gut feeling. Improving existing process or product is done by define, measure, analyze, design, verify. DMADV, this is third Six Sigma methodology. DMADV methodology is used to improve existing product or process or brand. So if you find that product no more we can serve to the customer because of the major changes required in it. So maybe product may consist of 10 modules, you need to change 2-3 modules, and for that you can go for design, measure, analyze, design, verify. When Six Sigma is required, when your business means to make sustainable profits, your business comes into such a stage that it makes a good profit or sustainable profit, when you need to edge over your competitor, if you want to improve your products and services better than your competitor, when you have decided to put customer into every aspect of your activities even in their absence. So even though customer doesn't demand the functionality or quality from product and you want to improve your quality or functionality, you want to give a better value to the customer, to your product. So whatever he pays, the customer must get a better value out of your product. When you have decided to prevent loss and create revenue, even your sales becoming temporarily stagnant or declining, if you want to prevent a loss, you can implement Six Sigma. When you thrive for excellence, then you can implement Six Sigma. Evolution of Six Sigma, let's see how it got evolved. The evolution began in the late 1970s when a Japanese firm took over a Motorola factory that manufactured television sets in the United States, and the Japanese promptly set about making drastic changes to the way the factory operated. When the Bob Galvin became Motorola CEO in 1981, he challenged his company to achieve a 10-fold improvement in performance over a 5-year period. In 1984, after Harry was awarded a doctorate from Arizona State University, he joined Motorola, where he worked with Bill Smith, a veteran engineer who was, in Michael Harry's words, the father of Six Sigma. But generally, Michael Harry is credited to take Six Sigma a long way, define the methodologies. So the real father of Six Sigma is Bill Smith, who initiated plotting charts on manufacturing lines and solving defects in various areas. In January 15, 1987, Galvin launched a long-term quality program called the Six Sigma Quality Program. Before January 15, 1987, Six Sigma was solely a statistical term. In 1993, the Asia Brown Body, ABB, Harry teamed with Richard, who later joined him, to found Six Sigma Academy. So you can say the evolution in 1940s, for the first 20 years quality as inspection, just inspection and manufacturing. 1940 to 60, another 20 years, it is using statistical techniques for reducing variability, that is quality control was put in place. 1960 to 1980, 20 years gap, total quality in this period, total quality management, TQM, organizations turned towards quality and quality assurance. After 1987 and beyond, Six Sigma, zero defects, and 2000 and beyond, Lean Six Sigma, lean manufacturing like TPM, total productive maintenance, JIT, JIT, just in time, and SCM plus Six Sigma implemented optimized flow from the customer point of view. Six Sigma white belt. Now you learn the organization structure. Typical Six Sigma structure is given as below. CEO, it is top driven approach. Six Sigma or any quality improvement methodology is driven by the top authority of your company and not from the bottom. So CEO, there is a quality leader, direct reporting people under him. VP HR is also involved because people are involved to implement. The VP HR's role is very critical because the appraisal of people must be based on the Six Sigma projects done, improvements done. So VP HR plays a very vital role in Six Sigma and Lean implementation. So under quality leader, the HR human resource person will be there, or team member. Master black belt is there, and various team members are there, representative from HR. Black belts are there, and the staffing company, various staffing company or various HR heads to implement Six Sigma and making performance appraisal of the people in their company. So the HR is overseeing all the Six Sigma implementation for CEO. Six Sigma change agents, basically the leadership very vital, and if leadership is very keen to implement, then only it gets implemented. The leadership defines success and failure of Six Sigma. So the failure of Six Sigma must be attributed to the leadership quality. Leadership has green belts, black belts, master black belts, champions and sponsors under them. After leadership, there are the department heads who are given minor training or overall training of Six Sigma, how to handle the teams and all those general knowledge only. So those are the champions and sponsors who provide resources. Under sponsors, you will have black belts and green belts. These green belts and black belt, they report to master black belts. Master black belt reports to directly to leadership or CEO. Master black belt do not report to champions and sponsors. Quality leader or manager. The quality leader's responsibility is to represent the needs of the customer and to improve the operational effectiveness of the organization. The quality function is typically separated from the manufacturing or transactional processing functions in order to maintain impartiality. The quality manager sits on the CEO, president and staff and has equal authority to all other direct reports. So the quality manager or service quality head directly sits in CEO, president, staffs and not below that. Master black belt. Master black belts are typically assigned to a specific area or function of a business or organization. It may be a functional area such as human resource or legal, or process specific area such as billing or tube manufacturing, etc. Master black belts work with the owners of the processes to ensure that quality objectives and targets are set Plans are determined, progress is tracked, and education is provided. In the best Six Sigma organizations, process owners and master black belts work very closely and share information daily. Process owner PO. Process owners are exactly as the name sounds. They are the responsible individuals for a specific processes. For instance, in the legal department, there is usually one person in charge, maybe VP of legal. Process owners are exactly as the name sounds. They are the responsible individuals for a specific processes. For instance, in the legal department, there is usually one person in charge, maybe the VP of legal, that's the process owner. There may be a chief marketing officer for your business, that's the process owner for marketing. Depending on the size of your business and core activities, you may have process owners at lower levels of your organizational structure. If you are a credit card company with processes around billing, accounts receivable, audit, billing, fraud, etc., you wouldn't just have the process owner be the chief financial officer. You would want to go much deeper into organization where work is being accomplished and you can make a big difference. Black belt. Black belts are the heart and soul of the Six Sigma quality initiative. Their main purpose is to lead quality projects and work full time until they are complete. Black belts can typically complete 2 to 4 projects per year with savings of approximately $2 million per project. Black belt. Black belts are the heart and soul of Six Sigma quality initiative. Their main purpose is to lead quality projects and work full time until they are complete. Black belts can typically complete 2 to 4 projects per year with savings of approximately $200,000 per project. Black belts also coach green belts in their projects, and while coaching may seem announced, it can require a significant amount of time and energy. Black belt. Black belts are the heart and soul of Six Sigma quality initiative. Their main purpose is to lead quality projects and work full time until they are complete. Black belts can typically complete 2 to 4 projects per year with savings of approximately $200,000 per project. Black belts also coach green belts on their projects, and while coaching may seem innocuous, it can require a significant amount of time and energy. Green belts. Green belts are employees trained in Six Sigma who spend a portion of their time completing projects but maintain their regular work role and responsibilities. Depending on their workload, they can spend anywhere from 10% to 50% of their time on their projects. As your Six Sigma quality program evolves, employees will begin to include the Six Sigma methodology in their daily activities, and it will no longer become a percentage of their time. It will be the way their work is accomplished 100% of the time. So they will be working as per Six Sigma methodology. So it is called as a culture. Six Sigma as a culture will get implemented. This is Six Sigma, this example of some organizations display as a Six Sigma organization structure. The top is deployment champion, who is generally sitting with the divisional management committees or maybe chairman's board. He has various functional champions, maybe functional champion in production, functional champion in quality, materials, finance. And the black belts under them, functional champions, are basically vice president levels or maybe CEO levels of their own business. Black belts are 20 to 25 people under each functional champion. All are functional department team members or heads. Green belts per 20 people. One black belt can handle 20 green belts. So 1 black belt per 5 green belts is the ratio. In green belt, 100 to 120 people, all are functional department team members. This is wrong, so I need to just get it down. Example 2, sum up the organizations, display organization chart as below. This is example of manufacturing unit having 2500 employees. Deployment champions, first on the top, they may be vice presidents or CEO level of some business units. SBUs, functional champions from production, quality, materials, finance, these are vice presidents or functional leads. Under them you have black belts, 20 to 25 people, all are functional department process owners, head of departments. 1 black belt per 5 green belts is the ratio, 1:5. Under them green belts are there, ratio is 1:20 people. So if you have 20 people employed in organization, you must have 1 green belt on them. 100 to 120 people, all are functional department team members or department team members. Green belts per 20 people. Under green belts you have base level yellow belts, 25% of workmen understanding values of Six Sigma and help green belts, black belts in data collection and implementation. Ratio is 25% of workmanship. If you have 100 workmen in your factory at ground level, so you must have 25 people certified as yellow belts, or you may have white belts in same number. This is another example. So functional champion, service design projects, F&B production. So this is the example, another example, you can go through it. Six Sigma white belt training and certification. You need to understand, define, measure, analyze, improve, control. Methodology, define the problem and what the customer requires, why the customer is not happy, you need to find out. Measure the process and operation parameters related to problem. Once you say why is not happy, so you need to measure how much, what is the parameter. Your customer may say the speed of mobile phone is not up to the mark, so or laptop speed is not that good, so you need to define so what speed he needs. So you need to define the RAM and the processor speed, so that should be measurable. Analyze the data, determine the cause of the problem. You find out how many customers complain similarly and what is the exact cause of the problem. It may be the unit or subunit in your device or in your product, it may be replacement or maybe defective. So analyze the problem because of what the customer is facing issue, improve the process to remove the cause of defects, and finally control the improved process to ensure that the problem doesn't occur. So here you find root cause and solution chart. If root cause is known, and solution is also known. You just deploy a small task force and just finish it. If root cause is known and solution is unknown, then you form a group and do a brainstorming to solve it. If root cause is unknown and solution is known, then quick fix approach, just fix it. If root cause is unknown and solution is also unknown, then you need to go as per DMAIC approach: define, measure, analyze, improve, control. You need to use Six Sigma. What is lean? In this picture you see the lean flow. It is not turbulent flow, it is a lean flow, means without any disturbance or bubbles. The oil is free flowing. This is a lean flow. Lean means creating more value to customers with fewer resources, using very few resources to create a best quality product and in less time. The term lean was coined to describe Toyota's business during the late 1980s by a research team headed by Jim Womack, PhD at MIT's International Motor Vehicle Program. In lean, basic target for achievement is there is no rejection in products, means your cost of production is very less. There is no delay in time, customer gets everything in time. All the processes are optimized to give highest possible output. Optimization means you have less wastage and no processing waste or processing time waste is not there. Reprocessing is not required. The process is optimized. In lean, all processes flow smoothly, just like linear flow. All hurdles are removed. Complex processes are made simple and easy to understand. Mistake proofing is done. Commitment by all internal customers, employees and vendors, etc. So this is all about white belt certification. You can just read additional things and just clear your concept as a white belt. If you face any problem, you can just drop me an email at given dadasahebji@gmail.com.